Cherry. It looks so pretty. Oh my god, the Chow poster. The Chow. All the stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Hey, look, Amy's here.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, SPO and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector is... Reading! Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are.
Have you found any leads yet?
Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl.
Ah, she knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you. And quick!
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course. It's a birthday privilege. Is it? Does that mean I get a key on my next birthday? Fuck!
I'll solve this case before anyone. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's not thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm here to ask if anyone's hungry. Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm SPO the Poet.
Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our...
Sentences!
Meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure. Oh my god, he actually is... Oh my... He's going Shakespeare mode. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La-da-dee, dee-dee-dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I am, satisfied for now, thanks.
Potatoes is so cute! Also, SPO's poetry is just top-notch. At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
Potato and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure! It's simple! We just explained this to Amy, actually! When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and SPO to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup!
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on the cup in the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to check the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the butcher and stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Spectre and SBO couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return any meat, I'll chop it up for you. So it is actual blood on your apron. And if you like to be God damn it! And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys! Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if SBO was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Not where we can, like, oh my fucking... It's fine. I'm fine. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely!
Look at them. Look at this. Oh my god, is that Professor Pickles? That's Professor Pickles! There's 2 Unleashed references already! I don't trust the robot arms. Like, I do not trust the robot arms.
Ah, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best.
It's AI. AI is never best to be left alone. Now, my first order of conduct, trash bin. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
Ah, I really thought there'd be something here.
Potato, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm alright.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so?
Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it.
Potato, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? Okay, let's see. I love the poster. A shell hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Wow, I really needed to see this.
Huh?
This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding.
Tails, you are so adorable.
That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
Tails, oh my god, I need to hug you. I need to hug you. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? Oh my god, it's Ian Flint's Sonic OC! Books.
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
My bookworm heart is screaming at the sound of that. This kid feels empathy for everything. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second.
These chairs are very comfy.
Comfy? Comfy! Not comfy! I can't even talk properly anymore.
So posh, puts me right in the mood to read.
Makes me want to take a nap personally. Mood. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit.
Potato, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember?
If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I would have 1 ring. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it even happened once.
A globe of our marvelous planet, which we're still not gonna name drop because of the Sega guidelines.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? I love the love Unleashes getting in this game. This is nice.
Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh!
What? That was a voice crack.
Potato, look at this! There's a couple maps here.
This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Alright. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, they're stalactites!
Nah, leave it.
Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Oh, Potato loves caves! Why? Look at these books.
Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Sonic can't really need you anymore. He's dead, Tails. Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the books and titles already. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. He is like a child in the library, a very smart child in the library. He has to feed into a stereotype.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order. But this one...
The Mirage Express Manual.
It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Mirage Express Manuals added to your inventory. Door.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going to the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should.
Shadow's lock is added to your inventory.
I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened.
I want to talk to Espio. I want more poems! Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. so my antique I must now replace.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? I want more! Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks.
I actually really like that one.
Huh? Alright. Let's talk to Vector first. Of course he's listening to music. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You brought a meat cleaver?
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. Oh, it's ketchup. Or is it? I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you'd be the murderer. But what if I hit the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. So, the two of you...
Oh. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Potato and I here can confirm two things. Why Vector left to play games with Knuckles, and if SPO really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
And that brings our attention to you, SPO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was! Once SPO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
SPO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Reading! Potato, could you help me out?
Alright, Potato, what book do we think SPO may have been reading? It's easy. A manual? You think SPO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh no, not again! Not again! Why must you hate me so much? What did I do to deserve this? What the? Ow. Oh, now that's interesting. Why? 40? I hate this. I hate this so much. This minigame can go die in a hole. Oh my god, I did it!
There are books scattered around the floor, sure. But the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place.
Ugh.
This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now! I would have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SBO. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can come from anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Potato, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Page 362? Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train completely just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety.
Seems like SBO aced that question, Potato. Hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. Which page do I choose? 231! What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. How does that make any sense? Why would that be a policy? Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Potato. Let's see if SBO can go 3 or 4-3.
Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? God damn it! This was so close to 420! What was implemented to support the conductor duties in East General Train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guessed.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. He's a ninja. He was probably trained to be as calm as possible during an interrogation. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could...
SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Potato?
He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Potato, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading. But what? Yeah. Shadow's Lock? Or should I... No, Shadow's Lock. Shadow's Lock? Please, pray tell, what does this has to do with anything?
Well, Potato, let's get our argument together.
I hate this I hate this mini game. I mean, the Game Gear and Dreamcast reference is cute and everything, but still, why? What do you mean I need 50? Why do I can do this. Ow! 55, 57, I did it! I did it! Oh!
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score in the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it! It wasn't the high score long! Crocs are natural gamers!
SPO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SPO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SPO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
My voice is dying. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, I can sense SPO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment were you really in the library car at all?
But how would SPO leave? Shadow locked the doors and no one saw SPO in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Potato. One that I would love for SPO to solve.
You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I'm sticking with my detective buddy. No, can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Potato, my favorite and beloved employee, please! He never said any of those things! Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old feeble soul to get sued. Okay. Alright. I have to make sure guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that could answer all of our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another?
By process of elimination, the map. Alright, let's get my thoughts in order. I hate this! This minigame can die. Cold and lonesome death. I am somehow doing this. How am I doing this? Oh god.
The library map? Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way SPO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could SPO have been for Shadow to not see him?
There. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SPO was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen SPO, or vice versa.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SPO. There's just no way you would have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most tight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.
We did it! Another pair of alibis validated! Too many locked doors to worry about. I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Ruse and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door is next to the car. Wait, no. Fuck! Word jumble! God! It seems the door to the next car is open! Not the door next to the car! God! Amy must have kept it open while she passed through earlier.
And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SPO.
Give him heck! And if you need any meat chop, say the word! I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. The next detective visual novel I want is where we play as the Chaotix. Please, Sega, make it a thing!
Come on, Potato. Let's see what's next.
Coming!
You sure you don't want to stay and look at all these great books a little longer?
Yeah, Tails, I'm sure I thought you wanted to solve the murder of your friend. The mystery calls!
Okay, the investigation continues.